In a quiet little town nestled in a valley surrounded by majestic mountains, there lived a curious and brave little boy named Bobby. With big brown eyes and a heart full of dreams, Bobby loved exploring the woods near his home. He believed that the world was full of magical secrets just waiting to be discovered. One bright and crisp morning, Bobby set out on another one of his adventures, his trusty backpack bouncing on his back. He wandered deeper into the forest than he ever had before. As he stepped over a fallen log, something shiny caught his eye. Peering through a clump of ferns, Bobby saw a glowing blue stone resting on a bed of moss. It shimmered and sparkled in the sunlight, unlike anything Bobby had ever seen. Without hesitation, he picked up the stone and felt a warm, tingling sensation in his fingers. Suddenly, a burst of light enveloped him. When Bobby opened his eyes, he found himself standing in a magical land filled with towering trees that glowed with soft, colorful lights. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers and the distant sound of a gentle flowing river. He realized he had been transported to a place beyond his wildest dreams. Bobby took a cautious step forward and almost immediately stumbled upon a tiny creature with wings and a glowing aura. "Hello there," the creature chirped, its voice like a melody. "I'm Lila, a forest sprite. You've found the Stone of Lumina, a very special stone that can only be found by those who believe in magic." Bobby's eyes widened in wonder. "Where am I?" he asked, still holding the glowing stone. "You're in the Enchanted Forest," Lila replied. "It's a place where all the dreams and wishes of the world come to life. And with the Stone of Lumina, you can help us protect it." Just as Bobby was about to ask how he could help, the serene forest was suddenly darkened by an ominous shadow. A giant, menacing figure emerged from the trees, the Shadow King, a dark force that sought to drain the magic from the enchanted forest and spread fear. "I will take the Stone of Lumina," the Shadow King roared, reaching out with his dark, clawed hand. Bobby's heart pounded in his chest, but he stood his ground, clutching the stone tightly. "You can't have it," he shouted, remembering Lila's words. He closed his eyes and wished with all his might for the strength to protect this wondrous place. The Stone of Lumina began to glow brighter and brighter, and Bobby felt a surge of courage. The Shadow King hesitated, startled by the light. Lila hovered beside Bobby, whispering, "Believe in the magic within you." Gathering all his bravery, Bobby held the stone up high. "I believe," he cried out. The stone's light exploded in a burst of dazzling brilliance, forcing the Shadow King to shrink back and ultimately vanish, banished by the power of Bobby's unwavering belief. The enchanted forest was safe once more. The trees glowed brighter, and the air was filled with joyous laughter and melodies. Lila smiled at Bobby with gratitude. "You did it," she said. "You've saved our home." Bobby looked around, feeling a deep sense of accomplishment and awe. "I couldn't have done it without the Stone of Lumina," he said, handing the stone back to Lila. She shook her head. "The stone only revealed the magic that was already inside you. You're braver and stronger than you know." With that, Lila waved her hand, and the Stone of Lumina transported Bobby back to his world. He found himself standing in the same spot where he had discovered the stone. The forest around him looked the same, but Bobby knew something had changed. From that day on, Bobby saw the world with new eyes, always searching for the magic that lay hidden in the most ordinary places. He knew that as long as he believed in his own courage and the magic within him, he could overcome any challenge life threw his way.